Hello, and welcome to Word of Hope. I'm Brother Joe Trout coming to you for this Monday of the second week in Lent. And today's Gospel has a number of passages that we've heard a lot over the course of a lifetime. Right? Be merciful, just as your Heavenly Father is merciful. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Stop judging, and you will not be judged. Give, and gifts will be given to you. Right? And at one level, they're not that hard to figure out, right? We're supposed to forgive. We're supposed to love. We're supposed to be merciful as God is merciful, right? Okay, but there's also a view here that's deeper than it first appears. That this is a profoundly non-competitive view of the world, right? Look out at the society we're living in. This is the start of March Madness this week, where basketball teams are competing. Everything will be fixated on the competition of teams. People make their own brackets and have bracket challenges that are all winner and loser, beating others, that it's a competition where we cannot all succeed. By definition, someone loses. Jesus is proposing that life really isn't that at all. That in fact, there's winning. There's just all being united to God and nothing else. That in fact, the good of life is to discover that your good and my good are not competing with each other whatsoever. That they're united in God. And so you may have heard the acronym JOY for we ought to have Jesus, others, and then yourself in terms of priorities in life. And I won't dispute that that's good and meaningful in many ways. But it's also misleading, right? That when we think of I have to love God first, others second, then myself third, you're assuming a competition. They're not in competition with each other. If I try to love God without loving others, I haven't loved God or others. If I try to love someone else without imitating the mercy and the goodness of God, it's not going to end up being real love. If I try to love myself without loving other people or God, I'll turn into a narcissist, right? It won't really be good for me. And this is kind of the crux of so much of Jesus' teaching for us in this Lent. We are not in competition with one another. Christ came so that we can be one, that we can be united in the mercy of God, and that we ought to forgive and stop judging so that we can join the collaborative project of rejoicing in the goodness of God, celebrating and entering into life in the fullest, deepest sense.